Hey everybody, I'm Bobby. Welcome back to the Working Man's Whiskey. Today's review is going to be on Bulleit Bourbon, which is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. In case you missed it last time, the reason I have this little guy here is running a little short on cabinet space these days, as the recommendations and suggestions build up. Run a little low on space for everything, so this is a very good whiskey. So if you find the regular size bottle, I would recommend getting that. If you're new to whiskey, maybe try out the little bottle and see if you like it first. They make just about any whiskey you can think of in these little bottles here. At least the ones that we talk about on here, the ones that we can afford on here. So anyway, this is, as I said, Bulleit Bourbon. It's currently owned by Diageo, and it's distilled at the Four Roses Distillery in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. So Tom Bulleit is the man behind this whiskey. This is his, I guess you could say, his modern day product. Although he said that the first Bulleit Bourbon wasn't really even a bourbon; it was more of a rye whiskey, because it was 2/3 rye in the mash bill and quarter corn, quarter, 2/3 rye and a third corn. So anyway, that was made by his grandfather. He said back in the 1830s, so probably great grandfather or something like that. But he brought this stuff back, started making this in the late 80s, and here we are today. One of the more respected bourbons in its price range that you'll find at the store today. The regular size bottle of Bulleit usually goes for about 25 to 30 bucks in the store. On sale, you can find it as low as 20 bucks. So definitely check it out. Anyway, just want to open this up. Pour the whole thing in there, because it's not a whole lot. And for the next few reviews we do, it'll probably be little guys like this that you see. Be doing one on Maker's Mark before too long here. Make sure we get it all out of there. And after that, a flavored whiskey that if you guys know me by now, not much for flavored whiskeys, but a buddy of mine at work wanted me to try one out, so we'll be doing that as well. Just to tell you right now, it's Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey that we'll be doing before too long. I like Jack Daniel's products, but and I have had the honey not by itself, but it's good for making hot toddies, stuff like that. That's how I've had it in the past. So anyway, back to the Bulleit Bourbon. It's very good stuff. I just wanted to read you a little thing it says on the bottle here from Tom Bulleit. He says, "My family has been making bourbon for generations with Kentucky limestone filtered water and a secret blend of corn and barley malt and rye. My great-great-granddaddy knew a good thing when he tasted it, and I reckon you and I do too. With best personal regards, I remain very truly yours, Tom Bulleit." And I know it says a secret blend of corn, barley malt, and rye. Not too secret though. I mean, it's been disclosed that this is it's mostly corn, 68% corn, but it does have a high rye content as well. The mash bill is 68% corn, 28% rye, and 4% malted barley. So right away you hear 28% rye, and this whiskey's going to have a little spice to it maybe. So Um, it's a good thing. I love rye in my whiskey. I love rye whiskeys. But as I said, this is a bourbon because it's more than 51% corn. And yeah, without further ado, we'll check out the color. It's a nice medium, medium amber or copper color. The age statement on this Bulleit Bourbon, I don't know if it has a max, age in the barrel, but it's all distilled aged in the barrel after the distillation. It's all aged for at least 6 years, so 6 years it's a good number. You're talking a lot of the bourbons that you see, Jim Beam, and some of the more popular ones are usually around four years or so, maybe 5. This is 6, so not too bad. Anyway, we talked about the color. We'll give it a smell. And you have a really nice balance of sweetness here and that rye spice. You also get a little bit of that barrel, the oak. You also get floral aromas, nice floral thing going on. Also spices, herbal notes. Maybe a little cinnamon, clove, maybe some nutmeg. Oh man, this is just it's a really good balanced bourbon, and just the smell alone kind of entices you to want to give it a try. So we'll take a sip. And on the sip, as I said before, you get the two things that come out the most in the on the nose were a sweetness, like a corn sweetness, and then the rye spice. On the tongue, it definitely, the rye hits you right away. It's a great rye flavor, like rye bread. You get there's a lot of citrus in there too, like limes. I'd say something like limes. It kind of, in a way, I mean, it's not as high of a rye mash bill as rye whiskeys, of course. I mean, obviously, but if you ever have George Dickel rye, it kind of has. It's more rye forward than it is. It's almost more rye forward than it is like a bourbon. Although Bulleit also makes a very good rye whiskey as well. So let's go in for another taste. And we talk a lot about a lot of bourbons have a good, kind of a toffee or caramel sweetness. Now this this bourbon here doesn't really have a whole lot of that. It has it's rye and corn and, as I said, herbal, citrusy, and that oak comes out a lot. So those are the main things you taste here. If you guys find this, definitely get a bottle. I mean, this is special stuff. You'll have a tough time finding a better quality whiskey in this price range. As I said, on sale closer to $20. Not on sale, maybe closer to 25 or $30. But it's a great deal. And if you find a little bottle like this, maybe give it a try. It's perfect size for just an afternoon drink. As I said, if you're new to whiskey, maybe get this bottle. You might. I'd hate to have anybody buy a whole bottle of whiskey. I mean, this is good whiskey, and if you appreciate whiskey, I'm sure you like Bulleit. But just in case you guys want to try this out and it's not for you, I'd hate to see a bottle go to waste. If you do get a bottle and you don't like it, I'd be happy for you to send it to me. If you want to, write me a private message, and I'll give you my address, and I'll even pay shipping. So anyway, enough with the stupid talk. Anyway, this is it's a very good bourbon, and I recommend you try it out. Until next time, cheers.